35-year-old Philadelphia man and his family are finally free tonight after a kidnapping and hostage ordeal that lasted 3 days. Action News reporter Jillian Mealy is live at police headquarters. Jillian, it is hard to imagine the fear that gripped this Holmesburg family.
Jim, you're exactly right. It really is hard to imagine, and police would not release too many details about exactly what this family experienced. But police say right now they are looking for those 3 men they say are responsible for this terrifying ordeal that lasted the entire weekend.
The victim was held hostage along with his wife, a 10-month-old son, ultimately his father, a 68-year-old Asian man, and a friend of the wife was also held hostage.
Okay, here's the man. His face is blurred out. He's a crouching tiger. Who you think did this, man? Who you think did this? Who you think held this family, who probably owns a beauty supply store or carry out or something? Who you think did this, man? And do you think they're going to tell us? Because they're looking for the person. And we, the public, we can help, man. I see 3 glacier gliders right here. Should I call the police and tell them I found the guys? And there's 3 hombritos across the street, man. Just give me the word. I called 911. Tell police I found them. Who am I looking for?
Ultimately, his father, a 68-year-old Asian man, and a friend of the wife was also held hostage at different points during the weekend from Saturday into Sunday as they came to the house to check on their friends.
Tortured and forced to withdraw money from various banks over a span of 3 days, while his family was held hostage at their home on the 4600 block of Decatur Street in the Holmesburg section of the city. That's what Philadelphia police say a man endured before being set free on Sunday night.
A 45-year-old Asian male abducted by basically a criminal gang. Only description we have at this point is 3 black males wearing masks and gloves, possibly in their 20s.
Okay, so they told us. All right. Salute to the news, man. Salute to News 6, ABC News 6 in Philadelphia, man. And you know what, though? I can't give them too much credit because it's Philadelphia and we already knew. We already knew who did this, man. So I can't give you too much credit. I give you, I give you a gold star, man. Get a sticker.
A 45-year-old Asian male abducted by basically a criminal gang. Only description we have at this point is 3 black males wearing masks and gloves, possibly in their 20s.
Police say the hostages inside this home were not harmed, but their lives were threatened and endangered by men who were armed with guns.
If you can't be safe in your own house, where can you be safe?
Now, we are also told that 45-year-old victim was treated at a local hospital and released. Police also say there was involvement with the city casino, but to what extent and what that exactly means, we still don't know. They say this investigation is still actively ongoing. We are live at police headquarters. I'm Jillian Mealy, Channel 6 Action News. Jim.
Thank you, Jillian.
We have been broken in so many times. We've been robbed.
Portland area business owners and employees are beyond frustrated.
We have been hit 3 times in the last 6 months.
They're feeling the impact of the city's rising crime rate.
Just a couple weeks ago, a gentleman came and broke into our patio. He stole 3 big hitters.
Ezekiel.
Gentlemen. They always call these guys gentlemen, man.
Just a couple weeks ago, a gentleman came and broke into our patio. He stole 3 big hitters.
Ezekiel Gutierrez owns Mikava and Cocina in Southeast Portland. The business has been broken into 4 times, all before the grand opening this week.
Grand opening, grand closing.
The business has been broken into 4 times, all before the grand opening this week. Thousands of dollars in tools and equipment were stolen, including the heaters, which cost $2,800 each.
We had a couple of gunmen come in at 8:30 in the morning, or 8:30-ish in the morning on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, and held our bartender on duty at gunpoint and made off with some cash.
Landis Jerd is the kitchen manager at Katie O'Brien's in Northeast Portland. Thieves have gotten almost $2,000 into 3 robberies over the past 6 months.
We're pissed. We're pissed. This shouldn't be happening at all to any of us.
Well, listen, man, this is Portland. You're a glider. You were out there protesting, destroying things in the name of St. Floyd. You begged for this. They wouldn't give it to you. You then protested for it. They wouldn't give it to you. You then rioted for it, and they finally gave it to you. Okay? When you work that hard for something, it's yours, Jack. It's yours. The world in the palm of your hand. 23 million miles of useful land. It's yours. The seed in the sun, woman. Double LP from Wu-Tang Clan. It's yours. You asked for it, man. You begged for it. You demanded for it. You protested for it. And you rioted for it. And if you didn't, which would be a miracle, because you can't be a glider up in that part of the country and not be with the whole leftist program. But let's just say the dude with the Be Kind shirt on wasn't out there protesting for BLM. You weren't against it. Your silence is violence. Your silence is collusion. Your silence is acceptance. Your silence is very loud. It's blaring. So either way, you either condoned it or you was with it. And now you have it. Enjoy.
We're pissed. We're pissed. This shouldn't be happening at all to any of us.
What's happening to Gutierrez and Jerd is not unusual. A business advocacy group, Bricks Need Mortar, found about 2/3 of its small business clients have been broken into or vandalized over the past year and a half.
And that's happening everywhere, and that's the new normal. And I refuse to believe that's okay.
The break-ins are costly, but what bothers them most is what they consider a lack of support.
The police came by, taking out their note. Like, I have a bunch of little cards, police reports, and not going nowhere.
Salute Officer Patrick J. Nagy. The way you guys were treated in Portland was unconscionable. There was defund the police movements and riots everywhere in this country. But the ones in Portland were especially egregious. They lasted for almost a whole calendar year, while everybody else was over it. Once Biden got elected, Portland kept protesting hard every night. The media just stopped covering it because Biden had gotten elected. So there was no need for them to cover it like they were before the election. So a lot of people thought that it stopped. It didn't. They were violent, disrespectful. It was an abomination the way they treated the police up there in Portland. Even if you don't like the police, if you would have saw those videos of the way Antifa and those other groups were doing the police, it would have made you be like, okay, I can understand if these police just start retaliating. So great job, Patrick J. Nagy. You know what would be even better is if you get a bunch of these cards made up, and instead of your number, you put the number for Domino's Pizza on there. You know? Or the number for jerky boys. Because I can't believe that they're complaining about the police now. I can. Let me change that. I can. They're leftists, they're liberals. They're not operating with the same they're not operating with the same RAM and hard drive. Gigabytes. They don't have all that. They don't have it all up there, man. That's what makes them liberals. Emotional, reactionary, kind of like animals.
But what bothers them most is what they consider a lack of support.
The police came by, taking out their note. Like, I have a bunch of little cards, police reports, and not going nowhere.
We used to have a community feeling with our people of law enforcement, and I think that's lacking a little bit these days.
If you gave this guys 100 guesses, 100 chances to guess why that is, he might not be able to get the right answer. And that's what I mean. Even if you weren't protesting, you're with it. You're a colluder. Unless you were out there saying, everybody take your behinds in the house. We love our police. I don't care. You get what you deserve.